I really enjoy telling stories. I get great joy from taking people on a journey and letting them laugh or letting them experience a certain emotion. Sometimes, though, some people who might be familiar with the story might interrupt the story with the facts. And as we all know, facts can ruin a good story. And I'm pretty sure in your life, you might have experienced the feeling of someone interrupting you while you are speaking. You might be sharing something deep or communicating from the heart, and someone just bounces on that message and breaks the whole momentum of connection that you're trying to establish. In our society, this is not uncommon. We interrupt each other regularly, partly because we've become used to not listening. And thus, we have a really deep need to be heard. And we have all this need to speak faster and quicker and listen less. James speaks about this when he says, we as children of God should try and listen more than we speak. He's laying down a framework of the tempo of conversation that should be favoring listening before speaking. Now today, in 2025, how do we do this? How do we listen to what James had to say? The one thing we can do is to ask ourselves or to say to ourselves, listen, I'm going to park this thought, because sometimes we interrupt someone because we think we might have something better to say. We think we might have a solution. We think that they are not communicating as succinctly as they could. And we could take that thought while we're listening and just say, self, I'm going to park this thought so that I can listen to what the person is saying. And I can practice what James asked the early Christians to do as well. When we do this, we will encourage a lower pace of communication and a greater level of understanding, because suddenly people won't be anxious about being heard anymore. They will be relaxed because they know they will be speaking and someone will give them the opportunity to finish what they have to say, to bring their message across. If we live this way, we will experience community on a new level, because people will experience what intimacy is actually about, true connection. So when you're in a conversation, remind yourself of what James said. Let's listen more than we speak, and then experience a part of the kingdom that is greater than just another opinion being put onto someone's message.